Good evening, and welcome to News Channel Name. Tonight we bring you a developing and controversial story that has sent shockwaves through the United States federal workforce. Elon Musk, in his role leading the Department of Government Efficiency, often referred to as DOGE under President Donald Trump, has issued a directive that could reshape how federal employees operate or even determine if they continue to have jobs. Under this new policy, every federal worker must submit a report every week detailing exactly what they accomplished in their job. Failure to do so by Monday night will be considered an automatic resignation. Musk stated that this is part of a broader initiative aimed at increasing efficiency, reducing bureaucracy, and streamlining government operations.
If you can't justify your job, then why should taxpayers continue to pay for it? We are running the government like a business. Results matter. Bureaucracy has been a huge burden on the American people, and we are making necessary changes.
The move has sparked immediate backlash from government employees and unions. The American Federation of Government Employees, or AFGE, the largest federal employee union, has strongly condemned the policy, calling it cruel and disrespectful. Many argue that federal employees, including those in essential agencies such as the Environmental Protection Agency and the Department of Defense, are being unfairly targeted.
This administration is treating dedicated public servants as disposable. These are individuals who have dedicated their lives to serving the American people. Many are veterans who have already sacrificed for their country. This is unacceptable.
This is ridiculous. I've worked for the government for over 15 years, and now I have to justify my existence every week? What about long-term projects? Are we supposed to submit reports every time we answer an email? Federal Worker 2, VO. I'm a veteran. I served my country in the military, and now I serve in a civilian role. This policy makes me feel like I could be out of a job any second. The uncertainty is terrifying.
To discuss the implications of this policy, we are joined by Guest Expert Name, a government policy analyst. Thank you for being with us. Guest Expert, VO. Thank you for having me. What do you think the consequences of this policy will be? Guest Expert, VO. Well, first and foremost, this could lead to significant disruption in government services. Many agencies work on long-term projects that do not always have weekly measurable outcomes. This requirement could create unnecessary paperwork and fear among employees who are unsure how to quantify their work. Additionally, rapid downsizing could lead to understaffed agencies, which might impact critical services like disaster relief, law enforcement, and national security. There have already been reports that nearly 30,000 federal employees have been let go since January. Do you expect this trend to continue? Guest Expert, VO. If this policy is enforced strictly, we could see even more departures. This administration has been clear that they want to shrink the government significantly, and this seems to be a way to push people out without traditional layoff procedures. The legal challenges from unions and advocacy groups will be crucial in determining how far this can actually go. Reports indicate that agencies such as the Environmental Protection Agency, Department of Education, and even the Department of Defense have seen significant staff reductions. The White House maintains that these cuts are necessary to reduce government spending and make agencies more efficient, but critics argue that these layoffs could leave vital government functions severely compromised. Officials at the White House insist that this is not an attack on federal workers, but rather an effort to ensure taxpayers' money is being used effectively. However, behind closed doors, some insiders say there is growing concern about how this will affect national security and emergency response teams. The controversy surrounding this policy is far from over. Lawsuits are already being filed and protests are being planned in Washington, D.C. and other major cities. The future of thousands of federal workers remains uncertain. As always, we will continue to follow this story and bring you updates as they develop. For now, we turn to next segment or weather update. Stay with us here on News Channel Name.